And welcome back to Beautiful Mind today. And we're just going to be talking about Bitcoin on our hourly chart. And we started to see what appears to be another, dead cat bounce up to one of our levels on our square of 9. I've populated this chart here with all these blue lines. And they represent all the octaves on our square of 9 here. If you're a musician, you'll understand the 8 octaves. We've also put the extreme in purple or pink or whatever. Are we going to see these levels? Today we're going to discuss some of this. We populated our main trend, which is active. We were discussing that we would be putting on another 45-degree angle somewhere around this underbelly in our last tutorial. And it looks an awful lot like the crossing of these two angles here will produce a reaction. Failing to get above these areas here will bring us back down. So we need to have a move above to continue on. We need to get up to this 1 times 2 angle here and get above it and sit on this. And if we show weakness where this crossing is here, which it's likely, right, we've already come back down. We're on our 53. And now we're bouncing up 90 degrees in price. So it is possible, if we carry on here, we could make it up to these levels. However, we would really need to stay above this 45-degree angle moving up here. And we have a major crossing here, so it is looking an awful lot like we're getting into a change of trend here. And may have a retest of these tops. And where would we see that? Well, we were talking about the 23rd, where the moon would be all the way around and we'll be back again in Taurus. And if we do not suffer a reaction around here, we will in fact be moving up and retesting these areas before possibly having another fatal move down and possibly ending off this campaign. If we don't get above all this stuff here, we definitely will be moving back down, and the likelihood that we could see something like that, this end of this month here, this is this 41 here, we're sitting. Do I think that could happen? Well, it's possible we could see something like that. I've just connected these two lower levels here, and it doesn't mean we have to be back to these areas at the 28th and 29th here, when the moon will be back in Leo and making an opposition, and usually makes a bottom. Doesn't always have to be an extreme bottom. However, we do get these extreme moon bottoms. However, it could be a higher bottom. We've seen that before. So, looking at this, we have a long way to go before we're into our October, and we're just getting ready for our 1-year change in trend on our September 11th low that we had 1 year ago. We're just going to quickly take a look at that because I feel that sometimes we get a little too far ahead, and we need to remember what's happened in the past. So This is our September 11th right here. This is our bottom. And we are repeating a lot of these, scenarios. So it's likely impossible we have some sort of breakdown here, just like we had here. This is a major dead cat bounce here. I'm just going to make that a little bigger because I know you guys are probably watching this on your phone. So, but that's just it, guys. We had this major fall off here, and I was warning you about this stuff. And actually, I warned you back here, right here. I made a tutorial and I said something's wrong. We were supposed to be moving up, and we suffered a change in trend, and I said to you that we would be back here by around the 26th, and that's precisely what happened. Actually, it occurred a few days sooner, obviously, but our forecast was correct, and we knew that something was going on here. And the fact that we were running out 180 days from our old top here, which is exactly what happened. And guys, we're doing the same thing. Okay, so, and I told you to buy here. I bought on the 15th, the last day of my forecast, right? I'm still sitting on this position, right? And I've told you, my stop is sitting just under 34, right here. See this low right here? That's right, it's just sitting just right under there. All right. We are going to suffer the same thing. 180 days before we smarten up and turn around. This is what I was talking to you guys about. This can drive you crazy and make you just forget all about your investment. And we are therefore just about to begin our new cycle. All right, so at 90 days we topped out here. Right? And now another 180 days later, our cycle is ending, and something's going to happen here. We're going to have some type of a lower top rollover area in here, particularly into the 23rd. But once we pass through this area here, and especially getting into our 5th month, which is the September, or the end of September and this October, things are going to get extremely crazy and wild. And we've been talking about this, so waiting out 200 days seems like a long time, and it'll wear you out. But honestly, the same thing is repeating over again, so please be vigilant. Just because I draw on all these aggressive angles and whatnot doesn't necessarily mean we will be going to these areas. However, the likelihood of us having a breakdown looks pretty good here. And if we do have a breakdown, it has to end. It has to end in this September, and by this October we'll be getting wild. Hopefully this holds. This would be a really great place to buy. This again would represent another very good place. However, moving back to this area here would be an extreme pullback, and I think we may be seeing something like that maybe materialize. But we cannot break 38,000. And the reason we were talking about this is GANN's forecasting says in January, if we don't break the highs and lows recorded in January here, then the market is in a very strong position. Breaking these will mean weakness. We talked about that. You can go have a look at my forecasting documents. Those come inside the course, of course, and there's 2 of them. There's an 8-page and a 16-page, and it's the basis of Williams' work. And I, of course, reproduce and replicate all of William's work. I own all his books and courses, of course. So looking ahead now, we know that something big is on the horizon here, and we've populated this area with our square of 9, and these blue lines represent areas of these octaves, these red lines. So if we come up and start to show weakness here, and right now, quite frankly, we're at a resistance level right now, guys, and anything can happen here. You know, we're right back up to this point, and at 90 degrees here from our low, you know, we have to start showing some strength here, and it's possible we can do that up to the 23rd. However, after the 23rd here, we've got a stop, drop, and a roll over, right? A Humpty Dumpty, and we're looking at if we get a rejection here, you know, 180 degrees from 57 is 43, and that'll just bring us right back down, right in here. So we're not out of the woods yet, but it's really close. It's really close, because once this cycle ends and begins, because we're going to have one heck of a Trump pump here. It's just around the corner here. Stocks are getting unloaded, and there is going to be a major rally. So everyone get ready. Anyways, guys, peace and love. I just thought we would touch in and talk about a few things. Let's have a look at our daily indicators here. See, looks like we're getting into maybe a possible fake out rally here. This is what it looks like, right? Our stochastics, it's our leading and lagging indicator. It's leading that, you know what, we've had a golden cross. Looks like we're off to the races, all right? On to our 23rd, where we could see a peak top and then a rollover. Same as our RSI is showing maybe here. So we're going to watch for this, all right? We're in a channel, and we could be moving up here now, or suffer some more rollovers and a lower top, right? We may just get back into here. So we're not out of the woods yet. And I think it's about time we chuck down another angle right on top of our new top here, right here. I'm not saying that it is the top, but we do have a long wick reaching up, and on a daily chart, when we extend up like that, you know, they're looking for another small short to get back and buy some value again. So we could be doing the very same things here. You know, this is classic channel movement, and we're in the underbelly of this, and if we suffer a rejection underneath this, right, we talked about these channels. So just be patient and just be ready. There's a ton more volatility here. Like, we're running out this cycle, a 1-year cycle and a half-a-year cycle right now. And both of those have produced big tops and bottoms. So we do need to pay attention to those. Okay, guys, I just thought I'd share that with you, and we would just sort of lightly discuss this. Peace and love. They are looking for your stops. Just get ready. There's lots of volatility around the corner still. We got to finish this September. Anyways, peace and love. Hit me up in the comments. I love all your comments.